What's up, Dad?
What's up, Dad? What's up? What's up, Dad? What's up?
You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
All right, guys, we got the What's Up Dad podcast right here. It is working. We are episode 20, and I'm sitting here with Mr. Ryan Pipps. I'm super excited. We got a lot of good stuff happening. This is it's kind of mind-blowing where we are at this point in time, and we're going to open it up. So you might notice it's been how long? Ryan, you probably could tell me better than I know. How long you think since the last podcast episode?
I think it's been 12, 13 months.
12, 13 months,
Yeah.
right? Yep. Last one had Beth on here. That was exciting.
Mm-hmm.
She said no more, and it never happened again. So
Yeah.
so that was supposed to be the beginning and the episodes in season 2, and it never happened. And Ryan said, let's do the daggum thing. So here we are.
Bring it back.
Bringing it back. So a couple things, letting you guys know so we can make this stuff happen. Couple things is we have a, how do I say this? Like, we have a lot of changes happening. So, What's Up Dad podcast is here, but now we have a new host. We have a co-host. Ryan is that. But today's episode is going to be a little bit different, and I'll tell you why. That episode is going to be a situation where we're going to introduce Ryan, right? Tell you a little bit about the future, tell you a little bit about where we're going, and break down the whole aspect of What's Up Dad and all that stuff, right? Like, I don't have anything else to say, but let's get into it. So, Ryan, tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. Well, I first, where do I start? I guess
Anywhere.
Born and raised Marysville, Ohio, about an hour northwest, I would say, of Columbus.
Yep.
And grew up there. Had I don't know. I was thinking the other day. I was like, man, how was my childhood? I grew up in a trailer court. So I was the trailer court kid.
Okay.
The typical, like, do whatever I want, whenever I want. When the lights came on, though, you got to go home. The street light kind of thing. So grew up there, a couple of brothers, and parents were divorced around 10. So my middle brother went with my mom. My older brother was actually graduated in the Navy at the time. And then I stayed with my dad.
Now, I'm going to stop you there, right? What's super weird, and you guys have heard the story before, or a little bit about my story, is it's similar. My brother went and lived with mom. I stayed with dad. So, sorry, just plugging that. I thought that was interesting when he approached me talking about the podcast, talking about all the stuff. I was like, man, there is so many similarities in that. And there's not common that you have a broken household in that way. It's like a divorce happens or split kids. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be one thing if it was split from, like, a split marriage.
Yeah.
But another thing to be split, like, all right, I'm going to go live with mom and you got pops, right? But been there, done that.
It's funny when you're in that situation and you are a kid, you feel like that's normal. You don't know, then you're like 12, 13, 14, and then all these kids have, married parents. You're like, oh, I missed that, Bo. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, so grew up, ended up going to college, Dayton, Wright State University. And then from there, a couple years after graduating, met my wife, Amber, at a church that we both mutually attended. And then we got married. We have one son, 8-year-old, about to be 9 really soon, at the end of December. And we live in Columbus. And
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I tell you what, Ryan approached me. We became friends. Actually, your wife helped teach my son.
Yeah.
Right? And so at their school, Tree of Life. And so she works there. And Beth and her became friends. Honestly, my son's probably better friends with, Amber than, you know what I mean? Like, because, she adores it. You know what I mean? Like, that's where the friendship started, my son and your, my 4-year-old and Amber. Like, I know that sounds really funny, guys, but, like, she was just, like, she cares for the kids there, and, that made that connection for Beth. Just the fact that she cared about Carter, you know, and that, she cares about so many of those kids, and I love that. Like, Tree is just a different school that way. So it's exciting. And the fact that then Beth and her became friends, and then you guys started coming to our church, right?
Yep.
Where we go.
Yeah. Yeah, just like, well, I don't know how long it's been now. Several months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we became friends.
Yep.
So
Life group, and then the rest is history.
It's history. And here we are with the What's Up Dad podcast, episode 20, and the 'Tis the Season is starting. So super excited, just like the future of that. And before we get too much into some of the stuff, we'll kind of share a little bit about the What's Up Dad. Then we're going to go back to Ryan a little bit, maybe end on the What's Up Dad aspect again. So, so you'll see, guys, we have video now. So we have spent a lot of hours setting this up, getting video ready, and that is one of the things that I'm most excited about because, we have a lot of cool trinkets behind us. We thought this would be fun to highlight some of the cool things about us and everything, break open the opportunity of conversation. There's going to be people that are going to ask, like, all this cool stuff. We have all the mics set up now. Hopefully you can hear us. Hopefully, one day I'll be on auto-tune or he's going to sound like a monster, right? We have all kinds of cool stuff that we're attempting to try to do here and just a lot of new aspects to the show, right? Yeah. The next cool part is him being a co-host and jumping on here is now there is better dialogue. We have more episode opportunities, more things we're going to be able to talk about, but keeping the guest appearances happening. We have lined up a multitude of guests. We're going to be releasing every
Friday,
right? So we're releasing every Friday. It's super exciting. Having a guest on about every 3 weeks. Is that right?
Yep.
This dude's lining it up, and we're doing some marketing too. I think that's the cool part. Like, he's done some crazy videos and edits and stuff, and that's been sweet. Your son did an awesome video talking about, introducing it. That was great, and it's just exciting, man. It's exciting. So is there anything that brought you to want to do this podcast? Like, what was the drive behind that?
Yeah, I think that doing the podcast for me, obviously we've had conversation about men and, whether they're fathers or not, or just men in general who don't connect with other people. I share a passion similar to you about, wanting to connect with those guys, making sure that folks, there's so much going on in the world. Yeah. Mental health issues, suicides up. You have so many things that guys are dealing with day in and day out. Women are too. Yeah. For sure, women are too. But women do a much better job of connecting or finding opportunities to, release or, have those conversations with other folks. Men run and hide.
Absolutely.
And so for me, I think that's what really drove me to do this was in part that and that passion, but then two, like, if you don't know Grayson, he has a he has a passion for this, and like it really exudes, like it's really genuine, because I think that you could find guys that say, yeah, we should do that, but then there's no follow through. Sure. This is an opportunity to follow through and connect with people. So I think it's great.
That's cool. Yeah. And that's the whole point of the podcast, right? Like, I'll be honest with you. I don't know how many times I've gone to a seminar or like I don't know what they exactly call, like, some speaker comes in, and I wouldn't call that always a seminar, but a speaker comes in and talk about some subject, kind of like you'd get preached to on Sunday, right? Mm-hmm. And more often than not, we're talking about being providers of your family. We're talking about, dealing with addiction, pornography, divorce, you name it, right? Yep. Like all the major topics, right? Yep. All the major topics, which don't have a hold on everybody. Now, they have the ability to have a hold on everybody, right?
Sure.
But there's so much more that we deal with, that we carry burdens of, the weight of our family, the weight of being a godly husband, the weight of being a godly father, just being a godly friend, right? Like, I want to be exhausted when it comes to sharing the gospel to other men. Now, we're not going to be on here Bible thumping and stuff like that, but like, you're going to get the gist of like where we're coming from and hopefully get our faith, that, this being a faith-based podcast in a sense of that. But like, I just want people to be able to open up, have a genuine conversation. And honestly, I want you to be able to come on here or see me in the open and be like, bro, I'm struggling with something, right? Like, I'm struggling. Let's chat about it and be okay with it. And know that there's a safe spot too. There's a safe spot. Like, I'm not going to come and judge you. right? Like I'm not out to judge you based on whatever you might be struggling with. Maybe you made a bad decision at work. Maybe, you put your shoes on the wrong feet this morning. I don't know what it is, right? And that's changed me as a husband, from a communication perspective with my wife, as I've had more conversations and I let her carry my burdens, right? Because I'm carrying and sharing hers.
Yep.
But I've learned as a father, like that to me has been the wild perspective. I've truly learned as a father. Last night we struggled with our middle child. She has been so struggling when it comes to communicate, and I'm having a hard time, but like I'm trying to just be more gentle. I'm trying to just let her know it's okay, right? It's okay to communicate your feelings, and then we're gonna walk through this. I don't know what I'm feeling. Where are you? Sad, happy, upset, and then, well, what makes you sad, happy, or upset? Whatever you just said. Well, there's no wrong answer. It's Sydney's answer. You know what I mean? Yeah. And the same thing, men to men talking to one another. You know what I mean? Now, there's nothing wrong with going out and having a beer, sharing some bourbon, talking about sports. Nobody says you can't do that. Yeah. But you also got to be able to have a genuine conversation.
Sure.
If something's on your heart, you got to be able to have that. So that's what we're doing with the What's Up Dad podcast, bringing guys on here, having those meaningful conversations, talking about things that we're all dealing with and going through, which you've heard in the past, right? Like one of my favorite ones, like traveling with kids is a nightmare. But it's so much fun in the same sense, too. Yeah. Like, it's like if you can just mentally get past it and know there's going to be road bumps along the way, it's okay.
Yep.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think you explained it well, and I think the only thing I would add is we want double down on we want guys to come on here. We want dads to come on here. Mm-hmm. People are afraid. They may not want to share. But whatever you're dealing with, whatever experience you have, somebody else is dealing with it.
Absolutely.
And this is a great opportunity to talk about it and share and maybe help somebody else out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, cool thing is you do see we have some cheat sheets out here, which is awesome. Ryan's put that together because he said we needed some structure of these episodes. So I agree with him. In the future, when we get good with these mixers and stuff that you guys can't see behind the scene, maybe we'll get bold enough and put it out here, and there'll be buttons to press. Maybe I'll let Carter come hit a button from time to time. He pushes buttons all the time, but we're trying to put a more diligent effort to putting quality content out there, and that's what matters at the end of the day. But before we get more What's Up Dad stuff, let's learn a little bit more about Ryan. Favorite food, big guy. What do you got?
Yeah, so I would say, I'm big Mexican, queso.
How can you not like Mexican?
I don't know. Queso's good, Yeah. Mexican's good. Hibachi.
Love it.
Hibachi's probably one of my favorite. If it wasn't so expensive, but, we do hibachi at home. And
you get the filet mignon?
We do the whole thing. We cook the chicken, we cook the steak, we... not on a Blackstone. We just do it on the stove top.
That's just,
But, by the yum sauce.
That's impressive, though.
The rice, eggs, soy sauce, all that kind of stuff.
Now, okay, burning question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you let your rice sit?
Yes.
Is it, so it's a day-old rice? That's what they say. You got to have a day, it was cooked.
The rice is probably 6 months old, to be honest with you, but I don't let it sit that long. You mean let it you cooked it
yesterday, and then today we're cooking we're putting it together.
No,
you got to do that.
I haven't done that.
Game changer.
What does it change about it?
Well, okay, so my perspective is cooking it on the Blackstone. It allows it to get crispier and cook you've cooked out the rice flavor, and now you soak in all the yum flavor of it. So I think it's it just helps. I don't know. Test it out.
Yeah.
Test it out. And to be honest with you, if you got pre-cooked rice, it's just going to change the game because you're just you're just throwing stuff together, and you don't have to worry about anything else. So it's okay, cook the chicken, cook the steak. Hopefully you got everything cut up, you know what I mean, and bada boom, bada bang.
I like that. Yeah.
So
put it in a cookbook somewhere.
Gotta be. Day old rice. I'm still trying to figure out. I'm blown away at the amount of times. I didn't realize you're supposed to wash your rice. Did you know that you're supposed to clean the rice?
Yeah.
I've never done that a day in my life.
Me neither.
That just sounds like it takes too.
There's
much
a lot
work.
of things you're supposed to clean, like grapes. apples. Do you do grapes? Do you
Absolutely
wash the
not.
grapes? Me neither.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not.
My wife, I put it in the other day. I like got her grapes, put everything in. She's like, "Did you wash the grapes?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"I think so."
Yeah.
Weren't they already washed? I don't know.
At
Who's
some point in
washed?
time they would.
What are the people at the grocery store doing? Just they're not washing the grape. They should wash the grapes. But yeah, I don't know.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. Well, I didn't
Yeah.
realize too. Have you ever taken like a knife and taken the wax coating off an apple?
No.
Yeah, like take a
No.
knife and almost like you're not wanting to peel the skin.
Yeah.
Like you're just gonna kind of scrape off like there's like a something's on it. You're just kind of scraping. There will be like a coating, like a legitimate coating. Yeah, I didn't realize you're supposed to wash those too. But we
That's
still
not
don't.
good for you. I'm
Undoubtedly
assuming.
not. I mean, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't look appealing when you when you like you're like and they're just gonna stop that.
Yeah.
And buff it out and like put that one back and then get another one and eat it. Right.
How many calories are in that little buffer? Like,
Yeah. Ugh. I don't even know if it's. I just wonder what else is in it.
Sounds disgusting.
It does. That's why I would prefer not to. Do you wash your chicken though?
Yes. Any meat I will wash.
Why though? I don't understand the concept behind washing chicken.
Okay, so real quick, because we don't wash it to like clean it.
I mean, you like the Dawn dish soap out and just scrub it
No,
down?
a good
Sudsy.
scrubbing, but
Okay.
we don't wash it to clean it. We wash it to get rid of like that excess like
Flavor?
fat like that's stuck on the bottom of like if you buy it in the store.
Okay, like
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know
Like
what
the
you're talking
white film.
about. Yeah, okay.
Yes, that's
Okay.
why.
All right, okay. Now we might not. We're going too far, and we're diving.
This is now a cooking show.
This is a cooking
What's
show.
up, cooking dads?
My question: have you tried the trick when you get the little chicken tenders to take that white silver skin out, and like you take a fork and you put it in there, and you hold it down, and you know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
There's like that tendon that runs through the chicken. I can never do that. Yeah, and it makes it easy. So if you've ever ate chicken tenders, the little tendies they get at the store, and sometimes they're hard to eat. They're a little. They don't like you'll chew and you'll be like, why is it got something? It's like
Sure.
a tendon.
Okay.
Yeah. Learn something.
Never
every
knew
day.
it. You said Tendies, which is now the Wendy's new chicken nuggets. So we don't have a sponsor, but
Could be.
Maybe
I mean,
Wendy's.
Arby's is running high at this point in time.
Arby's,
you
yeah.
gotta see that.
we're gonna talk about Arby's. Yeah.
Absolutely talk about Arby's. But I can tell you, I'm sorry, Arby's, you did not do well with the steak bites. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that was like eating like burnt deer meat.
That's awful.
Like, it was bad, bro. But you know what made it better? You know how I was able to eat it because I was so hungry it didn't matter?
Yeah.
Potato cake,
Mm-hmm.
horsey sauce, steak bite on top.
There it is.
Didn't even matter at this point in time.
Yeah.
You could have put raccoon on there.
The
and it would've
potato
been-
cake, it did it.
Just it solved everything.
Yeah.
The best, guys. If you haven't had it, it's a top 1-2 fried potato.
Yeah.
From that. Now it depends. Like I'd say Southern Bojangles Bow Rounds, not Ohio version.
Mm-hmm.
Get a good seasoned Southern crispy. That
You have to drive for it.
you got to go. You got to
Yeah.
go get. If you're in Ohio, you're up north. You got to go get those. Like, and you need like dirty South kind of perspective. Like, don't go like West Virginia where the first store's at.
Yeah.
You go.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Like you're going on vacation, you just keep driving.
Yeah, drive to the 7th hour away one, not
Yeah.
the 3rd or 4th.
And
you
then
know.
turn around and get home as quickly as you can.
Absolutely, absolutely. That to me is top notch.
Yeah.
So.
All right, good.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, so keeping on with this stuff here. Tell me about bowling. I'm curious. That's a hobby. I have met recently more people that are into bowling than I ever realized. I bowled a lot. Beth and I bowled in the league.
Mm-hmm.
I have bowling balls, multiple bowling balls. Just years of all that. But tell me about bowling.
Yeah, bowling's a fun hobby. I think because it's easier, and there's a lot of different. I don't know. So bowling, I picked up bowling when I was a kid.
Okay.
I was in a league. I got to do what was called junior major league, so I did that for several years. And actually, at one point, I had broken my arm and had to bowl with a cast on, which is an unusual experience if you've ever done that.
First, are we talking like full cast, like where you have just like your fingertips out? You know what I'm saying? And it
Fingertips
wraps, like,
out.
Fingertips out, and it's like
Yeah, like I think I had maybe it was wrist up.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So real like normal atypical style cast. Got it.
Yes. And so I had to go from bowling like a traditional way to like this way.
Okay.
You know, because there was no way to do it like that. In fact, I remember the doctor saying you shouldn't bowl. You probably shouldn't bowl. Like, I got a bowl. They said, well, use your left hand. I said I couldn't do that. So anyhow.
Did you break it at the beginning of the season?
It was, yeah, I think it was like right before we started. It was my June. It was like sophomore, freshman. I don't know how old I was, but yeah.
But before you started, though. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Highest score?
2. It's
non-handicap.
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 Yeah, if I had the handicap, it's a little bit higher. Probably 2. It was in the 240s, 245.
Okay.
Yeah, somewhere between 245, 265.
That's good.
Yeah. I've had a couple good games. Recently, not really as good, but only because I have an 8-year-old son, too, who, I'm going to throw the ball, and then he, like, runs behind me and throws it,
like, Hey! And you're like,
yeah, well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was my thing, because I did baseball for a little bit, then I was in band and bowling. Those were the 3 Bs.
Wait a minute. What sport? So you played that, but what instrument did you play?
Trombone.
Trombone.
Yeah, we were the boners. Yeah.
Guys, we're going to have to cut that out. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. If you don't know this by now, we are one take aspect of this podcast. So we click the button. I'm trying to figure out how to not even like it's like buttons clicked and we don't even have to fix the beginning. Like, we're just running into it. Even like today, that's what happened. So if you catch a little weird stuff, funsies at the beginning, it's all because we're just like, all right, clicked it. Let's rock out with the podcast. So, that's the goal at the end of the day. So, where were we going with that?
Bowling. Band.
Oh, you were the boners. Got it. Okay. So yeah, not taking that out of here. So the tromboners out there. Were you ever like first chair or anything?
I was first chair in symphonic band.
Okay.
So the second band.
That's crazy. You guys had a big enough school that there was multiple
over
bands.
200. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
and then my senior year, I was elected as a field commander. So the marching band, I got to actually the drum major.
Oh.
Like, I got to conduct the.
Did you drum then, or you?
No. I conducted the band. Like.
That's cool.
Yeah. So you where you keep the beat.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone watches those people. I never watched them when I was.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
But so when you like do the downbeat, that's when the drum hits the downbeat. Like, So yeah.
Okay. Learn something every day. Something every day.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So, Mario Kart. You said your son's birthday's coming up, and I'm just mere curiosity because I do stalk people. One of the goals for this is you stalk or look online to get some information. You fill out a questionnaire. We have the details and stuff, which is super exciting. But we have to do some research. We got to put in some work. So he had a Mario Kart birthday, I saw. Like, let me ask you a serious question, though. Having an 8-year-old, because I don't have an 8-year-old son. I have a 9-year-old daughter and a 7, right? And I beat the brakes off of them when it comes to games. Like, if I'm winning every game I could possibly win. I want them to understand, the man of the household should. No, I'm just kidding. No, but like, I want them to man, learning how to lose at games like that as a kid, I think, is an invaluable lesson.
Sure.
Growing up, but I wholeheartedly believe we will have a Monopoly outing to which tables will get flipped over.
It's not good.
It's not good, but I think every family needs to go through one of those episodes.
Okay.
And as long as the patience is kept and it's done in a properly spirited essence.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I can get behind that.
Are you saying the parents should flip the tables,
maybe,
or the kids are flipping the table?
Maybe. But I want them to be competitive, and I think learning, like, there is nothing more frustrating than playing euchre with somebody and getting all 9s and 10s as a partner. Like, learning how to but you know what's the most rewarding? Having 9s and 10s and them going alone.
Yeah.
Like, think of that perspective in a game, like playing euchre. I think you said you play board games on here.
I'm a big euchre fan.
Oh, big euchre. Okay, so you get it. You
yeah.
get it then. There is nothing more rewarding than to be in the midst of that scenario. Boom.
Yes.
You look at your hand. Oh, my goodness.
No help to your partner.
You are doing worse. Like, you just want to say you should go alone. Like,
right.
if you just have something better than a 9 or a 10, you can go alone. Like, you're like,
In fact, if you have something better to do, just go do it because this is horrible.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
learning that at a young age is
Yeah.
unbelievable. So Mario Kart. Saw you did a party, and
Yep.
that was Mario Kart theme. Tell us about that because I'm curious. You did a championship race.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of Mario Kart in general, just because I feel like I can kick butt
Okay,
all
got
the
it.
time. You
Makes
know,
sense.
but my son is also a big fan.
Okay.
So the whole party was actually themed Mario Kart.
Love
It was a Mario Kart theme. The cake was Mario Kart. Everyone was Mario. You know, even kids wore like Mario Kart stuff.
That's sweet.
It was really cool.
That's sweet.
So yeah, we had a whole tournament for the kids. There was 8 kids, 8 boys there, all very competitive. Also, you know, so they were really upset. We had some crying going on and stuff, which, you know, they lost non-gracefully in some ways. But yeah, it was fun. We did some couple knockout rounds. We did, then we did a championship kind of tournament at the end. My son made it to the championship, and then the other kid kicked his butt.
That's good. I think there should have been like a present at the end, but the present was like his present. Like that would have been wild. I would have like worked for, and they would. I'm just joking.
We
Like,
did give out some trophies.
Oh, that's cool.
And we had 2 Mario and Luigi, like in their carts,
Oh,
and we gave those out to the top 2.
that's good.
So that was fun.
That's good.
Yeah.
Do you guys at 8 years old? Do you still give out like goodie bags, like thank you bags for coming?
Yes, we did.
When does that stop?
Probably 8 years old.
I'm trying to wrap my head around that. Like I've never.
Yeah.
I'm watching Beth, like right, and with all the parties, you know, we have party in June, September, and October, and I'm always wondering why we're getting these trinkets in. You know what I mean? Or she's
Yeah.
finding like this random stuff, and I'm like, why do we have little trinkets? And she's like, oh, this is for the goodie bags, and I'm like. We got to bribe these kids to show up these parties? Like, I don't understand that principle. I don't remember that as a kid, getting trinkets. I remember going to, like, CC's Pizza, and your trinket was they gave you, like, $1 to spend in, like, the baby arcade at CC's, or you're at Chuck E. Cheese, and you got that, or the local
Yeah.
Magic Mountain, wasn't that what it's called here? That was the outdoor raceway.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
you got to go do something. You didn't also go do something and walk away with something.
Right. Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? But I love the principle behind, like, okay, you won the championship today. Now you get something. Like,
Sure.
that's cool.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I agree with that. And I was trying to think back, too, like when I was a kid, absolutely. Yeah, you brought a gift.
Yeah.
You ate whatever was there.
Yeah.
And you walked out the door. I don't
That's it.
remember
You had a
getting
great
anything. Yeah.
Bada boom, bada bang.
Right. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. Yeah. You'd be like, hey, I'll see you later next time, Johnny. Right?
Now,
like,
yeah, when does it end? Like, okay, trinkets, and then the next family's like, we're going to buy him a PlayStation for coming, you know, and then it's like, get him a new car. when does it end? When does it end?
well, and that's kind of like a funny perspective because it's also to trying to understand like gifts for other people too. As you get older, you know, especially like if I'm not getting my wife anything for Christmas because we give her stuff year round, and you know, I'm always giving stuff to her. I mean, I do give her gifts for Christmas, but like it's like trying to understand like, okay, which friend am I supposed to be getting gifts for? I don't remember my parents ever buying anything for anybody other than themselves,
Sure.
each other, and us, and then like family members that we had to give gifts to, right? Like,
Right.
so to me, times have changed.
Yeah.
That's what I do know out of that perspective. It's wholeheartedly changed, which is, you know, I guess maybe for the good, maybe not.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it is difficult. I agree with that. You know, you're like, oh, we forgot this person. You know, before it was easy. Like, all right, you have these 10, 15 people. Super simple. Yeah. What's worse is if it's a friend who got something for you and you didn't get anything for them.
Yeah.
Have you been in that scenario?
I've absolutely been in that scenario.
And you're just, oh, well, your gift's on the way. I
Yep.
ordered it,
Yep.
the other day. And then you go behind and you're trying to order.
Yeah. Eric did that to me the other day. You know
Yes.
Eric Doyle. He
Yeah.
did that. Yeah, I don't care. I'm throwing names out. He did that to me the other day. He's like, dude, I'm not sure if I'm going to see you outside of church like until the beginning of the year because his schedule got all changed and stuff. And he's like, hey, I got this bottle of bourbon for you. And it was like a peach Penelope old-fashioned mix.
Nice.
And he's like, I got this for you. Hey, I wanted to get – and I'm like –
Yeah.
Are you serious, dude? Like, I wasn't prepped for this at all. I'm like,
Yeah.
I wish I didn't come see you today. Like, why you got to be like that? You know,
Yeah.
you could at least given me like the memo of I might get you something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And,
Yeah.
hey, that's fine.
That's fine.
We want to we want to trade gifts out, and like that's cool. I can get behind that. But like,
Yeah.
you're right. The one that hurts. Now I feel obligated, and I also feel in a certain sense, and this is like really weird. This is where my mind goes. Like now I have to get something kind of better for him. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you exchange at the same time, it doesn't matter because it was heartfelt. But now it's like, man, he got me a peach old fashioned. I'm gonna have to like find him something just as good, if not better than that. Like, how do I top that?
I think here's the thing though. Deep down though, like you don't really care. Like we don't really care to have to get something. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I think the genuineness is giving.
Absolutely.
If you don't receive anything, I don't think I've ever felt where like I gave somebody something and they didn't give me something back where I felt mad about it.
Sure.
I just felt actually extra better.
Yeah,
you know,
I get
like
that. I
you feel
100%
like,
get
that was really nice. That was genuine.
I never
So,
give.
I don't know.
I never give expecting. Only thing I guess my asterisk to this is like, hey, if this was
It's
like,
hard.
If it's a known thing, like I'll tell you what, next year you better believe I'm carrying around. I'm like, come Christmas time, there's a bottle of bourbon like it's gonna be floating around the truck. You know what I
Right,
mean?
yeah, just
I'm
waiting
like,
for you.
Eric's
Put the
coming.
bow.
Yeah, and be like, hey, I see you. Oh, let me hold on, I gotta get something on my truck. Like, you know, because like more expectation at that point in time, and it's like we should just have had some mutual conversation about it. At one point in time in our lives.
Right.
So, whatever. We could tangents all day. So. Let's talk about the podcast a little bit. Got any more information you want to share with the people that's exciting and stuff like that? What have we done? What are we doing? Where's it going?
Yeah, I mean, we have been working pretty hard. I mean,
Just a little bit.
we've been, shooting episodes, shooting promos. We've had guests. Obviously, this is our first episode that we're releasing of the 'Tis the Season edition, but it comes with a lot of things behind the scenes. You mentioned videos are fun earlier. I thought you were going to say they're infuriating.
Yes.
Because that has been unique. I haven't dealt with that as much. I know we had a friend come over and help with like sound and video and get all that lighting and that sort of thing. So yeah, a lot of things behind the scenes. We are working on setting up all of our social media accounts, getting things pushed out there.
Yeah.
All the behind the scenes. It's a lot of work. Yeah.
And we were talking about this. It's, how do I say this? Like, it is almost easier to be solo at this, but you carry all the burden, and that's why it fizzled out.
Mm-hmm.
Now sharing the burden, wow. Like, because you're just like, hey, man, I need this. Just that accountability of, like, can you get this done for me? Can we help out with this? Can we do that? Whatever it might be. Just being able to bounce it off, like, to somebody that does care, that is invested in it.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I mean? It's like, and then what it does, is it also gives you the freedom of, like, I shot a video for you the other night that was unexpected, right? And that feels good. And when we sit down and we have these conversations and you bring an opinion that I didn't even ask for, right? Not that I didn't want, I had no thoughts. It's kind of like us adjusting these microphones 47 times.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But that's serious. It's like finding it, and he's like, you know what? Why don't we do this? I'm like, I didn't even think about that. So just having somebody to provide that, sounding board, game changer.
Well, and I think the great thing, we kind of talked early on about the mission, like where we want to stick to and not get out of that.
Absolutely.
And so I think that is very important.
Absolutely.
Because if you don't do that, then we might start doing things that are completely opposite or not part of the mission of the podcast.
Sure.
So I think that's helpful to stay on track.
Sure.
And do these things independently and then come together and, record.
Yeah. Yeah. So with that being said, at the end of the day, these are one takes. So that's the goal. That's everything. Unless the computer crashes, unless, my computer, I don't know, whatever would potentially happen. However, I'm going to throw an asterisk out there. When I did my episodes, 19 of them, Riverside FM, to which we upload this stuff into, did not have cool features. 2 years ago, it didn't have cool features. It didn't have things that you can make it better. We still want a solid production. Do you know, like, the amount of time it took to decide to put the fact that we bought a lamb in 2024, which Beth does not like that this is up here, right? Or the amount of time it took to get the lighting right, to do this. Like, it takes time. So we want a great product to come out. And here's the asterisk. Riverside FM has this magic edit. This is it, right? It takes and just removes the the dead space, kind of shortens it, right? It from what I've read and I've looked at and we've tested, it doesn't take the validity, the substance from it. So it's not going to do any of that. So if you see anything, we really want feedback, because we can go to no magic edit. We can go to just record straight through. We're testing it. So if you see it and it seems a little off and you just don't like it, let me know. If you want to ask, hey, was this really what was said there? I'm cool with that. Like, that's fine. We'll show you. And we've tested, depending on how long the clip is and how many ums, and hopefully we just get better at it, that we're not using the word or we're not having all that dead space. We won't have to worry about it. But so throw that out there. This is new. We're testing it out. We may keep it, we may not, but we want your feedback. You know, outside of that, real, raw, unedited, unfiltered, on everything, one take. Let's go.
Let's go.
So
awesome.
Yeah. So that's where it's at. So we got more questions to run through because this is important. What do you do to reduce or relax? Like reduce stress or relax?
Was that a question?
Yeah.
Like on the form?
It's 5 from the bottom. Bro, you can't look at
I
your
can
own
look
thing,
at,
bro. That's not even fair.
That's the nice thing about being one of the hosts. Is you can kind of look at your own stuff.
That's messed up.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
You should do that more often.
Should do that more often. Yeah, walking. I would say that no.
You started with walking and then just.
Well, I'm trying
that's
to.
where it's going to cut out right there.
Well, yeah,
you're walking
that's
and boom, like
the magic is like get that guy out of here. I'm a really relaxed guy to begin with.
Definitely.
Like, I don't let things get to me. I'm very patient. So I would say that I don't have to do a lot. There are situations though where I like. It's more of like getting your oil changed, where you don't need to do that every day, but every once in a while you need to do it for the car. That's like me. Every once in a while I need to do something, but it's not because I need to relieve day-to-day stress.
Got it.
If that makes sense.
Got it.
Not that I don't have stress, but that, so it's a little bit different for me. And so I'll do those things. I'll walk or whatever. I like the big long-term things, like getting a massage. That's nice. I actually will go with my wife and get pedicures.
Have not done that yet. That sounds like I'm not sure if I want that or not.
I will do that. I highly recommend it.
Like for her or for you?
For you.
Okay.
For men should get pedicures. Yeah.
All right. Pedicures.
Actually, the reason, and just real quick, because it actually helps with a number of things like toxin flushing, and but it's good for like circulatory and all that kind of stuff too.
How is that the case? Where did you read this? Because now I'm curious. Like we just talked about earlier, as you guys can tell, we talked about earlier that you don't wash your grapes, but yet getting a pedicure is going to release toxins. Is this the toxin from the grapes? Because I'm I'm invested at this point in time. I am invested.
Yeah. So just moving the muscles down there in a certain way, and like the hot bath, and then the wrap, the towel wraps and all that kind of stuff.
I've never done one, so I mean, it's not that I don't believe you.
We should do a podcast live from a pedicure. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to call and be like, guys, can we shut it down for like 45 minutes?
Yeah.
When is your dead time? We'll pay
Here's the great thing, and it's also the most embarrassing thing. But when you walk into a place like that and you're with your wife, I mean, you could go alone, but I always go in and I look for another guy, because if there's not another guy in there, I immediately want to leave.
Okay.
Because there's all these women, right? And they're, also getting their nails done. I don't think that guys should do that, but you can, I guess, if you want to get a manicure. But then you go up there and you're sitting with all these women who are, and you're the guy. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. But
so wait, you're waiting for the guy to do your nails then? Like you're saying that guy, or is the one that's actually doing it?
No. I'm saying I hope there's another guy there. Actually, like getting their
I was just trying to follow your situation here. I didn't know if it was
I don't know if guys work. I guess there's guys that work there. But
I'm just curious, like mere curiosity.
Anyhow, so that is one thing. massage. Massages are good. We did a couples massage. That was fun.
Never done that.
And then different things like
Walking. I like it. It's good. That's good. You'll come up with more.
Yeah,
That's all right.
I'm sure.
That's good. So what's your vice then? You got one?
What's my what?
Your vice.
Advice?
Your vice, not advice. So if you are not easily stressed and you don't really have to relax from time to time, do you have a vice? Like something you have to do? Like Beth knows I get cranky if I don't go to the gym. Right? I consider that a vice in a certain sense. Like that is something almost an addiction of sorts.
Yeah.
Right? I don't want to say an addiction, but like kind of that perspective. But like, do you have a vice? Do you have something that like, I'm just curious. Maybe you don't have one.
I would say that it's probably, man, I don't know. I would say having the opportunity to like have like me time.
Okay.
Like some alone quiet time.
Okay.
Doesn't need to be long. 5-10 minutes maybe.
Okay.
That's good.
So like let me just understand slightly. So let's say you get home, you want like 5 to 10 minutes yourself.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? That's something like you need that. Like no Parker, no Amber, no dogs. Just give me 5 or 10 minutes. I need to like come to ground zero. Okay.
Yeah, I mean I'm a natural introvert.
Okay.
Like over the years I feel like I've kind of gotten away from that, but I am still an introvert. Like,
okay.
So as an introvert, like you kind of need that some of that time,
Okay.
But
okay. Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. Got to ask, favorite snack you put chips. I'm just curious. Is it all chips? Any specific kind of chips? If you could drill it down to one flavor, one bag, one thing, and they can be limited edition too. So let's keep that in mind because there are chips that are going to rank above a blue bag of Doritos.
Yeah.
But you can't buy them. You know what I mean? So like that's a question I have for you.
So I'd answer it in a couple of different ways. As a family, like if I'm like deciding as a family, we're like, oh, we all love these chips. It's the Voodoo chips.
Oh.
The Voodoo chips.
I'm surprised we don't have any on the trinket.
Yeah,
board.
we need.
We're gonna get a
we need
big
some
old
Voodoo.
bag of Voodoos.
Those are good. Like, oh, hey guys, we need some chips. And when you go to the store and you're looking at that and you're like, man, well, I like this, but Amber likes this or Parker likes this. So I think that the Voodoo chip, we all like the Voodoo chip.
Good.
So
even Parker is a big fan.
Parker's a fan of the
That's
Voodoo
great.
chip.
Are we talking original Voodoo chips?
Original. Yeah, I don't
know.
know.
Have you dove into the?
No,
flavors?
no,
I don't
I've
know
not
if I
got
would.
into it.
Now,
Yeah.
only ones I'd probably dive into are the spicier ones, but not
Okay.
the. There's like a jalapeno. Like they have some like what would be your traditional style flavors? No. It
None
gets
of that.
rid of the ambiance.
Yeah.
Right. The ambiance of that. So I'd say I'd give 2. You didn't ask, but I'm going to tell you.
I was about to say I didn't even answer
yeah.
the question.
You
yet.
said those chips.
Well, I said that was my family
shoot.
answer.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
see,
All right,
you're
what
not
is yours
listening.
then? So family. What's
So
yours?
I would go with Voodoo chips. No, I'm just kidding. I would probably go with their Frito-Lay. I don't know what they're called. Their Curly Q hard. You know what I'm talking
like
about?
Funyuns? Yellow bag tastes like onions.
They're not Funyuns. That's a round circle.
Oh, okay, you,
like
you
the little,
did this.
the
It
little
looked like
Curly Q.
Curly Q.
What are they called? They're like barbecue Fritos, but they're not Fritos. They're actually like.
Oh, they look like little spaghettis.
Yes.
Oh, the honey barbecue ones.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably you can't find them like in like normal stores.
They don't come in big bags. They come in like the
Small.
almost big bags.
And the medium. Yes.
Yeah. Like the normal size chip bags. They don't come in. It's like the
Correct.
step down.
Yes.
And they're heavy. That
Yes.
bag is like a heavy bag. Like the amount of flavor they pack into that is like outrageous.
That's good. Yeah.
Outrageous.
All right. So you want to answer your own question?
No, I'm not
Go
going
ahead.
to tell you now. Just
No, I'm asking you. What are your two? What is your favorite chip?
Grippos. I don't know. I love me some
Yeah.
Grippos. Love Grippos. And then outside of that, there used to be they were called Thunder Chips, salt and vinegar. Gas station, only could get them at gas station. For a while, it was like kind of an off-brand to Walmart down south. But
Okay.
you couldn't find them. You could actually just find them in the gas station. But they're salt and vinegar, the best salt and vinegar chip ever. Like we're talking
Boom.
every bit of salt and vinegar, you know.
Yeah.
And that's an acquired taste because it would be like, you know, you got like hit with it, you know, but they were just so good.
Do you like the Lay's salt and vinegar chip? Not
I
the
mean,
same.
it's fine. It's not the same though.
Yeah.
It's not the same though. I'd still have Grippos over that. Like
Gotcha.
I love, you know, again, a very heavy, like crazy flavored bag of chips right there.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid. And family wise, honestly, our kids will eat anything. They're mixed bag.
Yeah.
Like they, for some reason, just like regular Ruffles chips. They like the yellow bag of Lay's. I mean, that's just boring.
That,
That's
yeah.
just boring. But they love it. I mean, that's their problem, not mine.
Garden salsa sun chips are really good.
That's another good one. You could put that in goat tier.
That's a good one.
Kind of goat tier.
That's like when you get to Subway and like they make the whole sandwich and you're like, man, this is like, you know, I'm feeling kind of fat eating this, but look.
Garden salsa
sun chips.
Not the cheese ones, not the cheddar cheese, but the
No.
garden salsa ones. I feel healthier eating.
180 calories,
Absolutely.
and it says garden on it, which must mean
Yeah, and salsa
it's
is
healthy.
relatively healthy.
Yeah. Do you have to wash those?
No.
I don't know.
Not a chance. Not a chance. You know, I do not feel healthy when I eat Mrs. Vicky's chips.
Yes.
Those kettle
Vickers
chips. Miss
or-
Vickers.
yeah.
Yeah, the kettle chips. Man, those things are just,
Yeah.
I feel greasy after eating those.
There are a lot of calories too.
I don't even look at it because
It's-
I try not to eat those.
Yeah,
and I'm not a
yeah.
big kettle chip person either.
Yeah.
Like, Voodoos almost have that
nice crunch.
crunch, but they're not the true kettle chip that's like break your tooth off, like, you know, thing.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Guys, we got tons of questions left, but we're going to break that into a new episode, a new session. We're going to try to wrap things up. In the future, again, we do have like segments we're going to run, more specific stuff we're going to talk about. We're going to take stuff from what I would consider as the audience, the comment section. So definitely comment if you're watching this on YouTube and you have something you'd love to have us break open into. That's what we're excited about. So anything you want to ask me before we kind of wrap this bad boy up?
Let's see here. Is anything what what's off the table? Is there anything off the table for you or for the podcast?
Oh man, no.
Nothing.
No, I mean, I say that with an asterisk. No, nothing's off the table, but we are trying to stay what I consider filtered in a certain sense. We do want to lead the conversation in a spirited way. You know what I mean? I don't want this to go astray. There's going to be curse words every once in a while that's going to pop up depending on the scenario, because we're going to have people of all walks of life that maybe it's in their repertoire of words, and that's okay, right? That's going to happen.
Sure.
You know, we're going to try not to – I don't want this to be uncomfortable for people. So that would be, I guess, something as well that I don't want to – that I would say I'd take that off the table. We're going to dive as deep as somebody's going to allow us to, but I don't want to be, like, condemning and judgmental and create a non-safe place. And that's – trust me, using the word safe place is not, like – I'm not a big fan of that, but I think that's the reality too, because I do want men. Yeah. I do want men to want to be able to come on this. What I want is for you to seek out Ryan and ask him deeper questions to try to understand if you're going through whatever Ryan has been through, or I've been through, or the people that are on here. So that will allow those things to happen, or you know, to feel more comfortable to have another brother in Christ be able to talk to it about. So.
Yep.
I don't know if that answered your question, but I mean, that was my roundabout perspective to it.
Yeah, that's good.
So.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're going to have some great guests. I think that the opportunity to invite other people into the story, and like you said, I mean, we're not Bible thumping,
No.
but we are doing it in a way that's encouraging, positive, and should be good.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna share the word though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't get me wrong, that's happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's gonna be hard conversations.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I'm probably gonna slip up and say something I shouldn't say. You know what I mean? But that's the reality, and I might, you know, and I'm gonna apologize for it, because that's what we should do, and ask for forgiveness. You know, and I think that's that perspective that we kind of have to run through, because that's the life that we should be living, following God's word.
Sure.
So.
Agree.
Yeah, so super exciting stuff coming up. Like I said, every Friday dropping a podcast. We are hopefully Beth scored us some free tickets to the podcast thing in Florida. We might trip down there at SeaWorld. That's real weird. But
we could do an episode from SeaWorld.
I'm contemplating
that
it.
Would be fun.
I'm trying to figure out how to get us down there for it so we can learn, because we are invested in this, just like I hope you guys are. You might see some of these trinkets in the back, and that's cool, but I will also tell you that we have sponsors too. That's kind of a cool thing, and we were looking for more sponsors. There's one that I'm after, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. You may see it already. You know what I mean? But like, there's things that we're after because I want this to be able to grow, and that's the opportunity, right? We want to share things that make dad life a little easier, like the extender reach with the commercial, right? I think that's real. I want to share those things because that's like a real life item that I am so glad I have now with the impending Snowmageddon.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
and
I'm like, this is great. I will not have any issues wiping off my wife's car.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Or put the car in the garage, which is what most people with garages do, but.
You know, I'm going to be honest with you. I have a golf simulator in my garage, so therefore, you know, that's going to be quite difficult. Yeah. And one day we're going to set up hopefully different locations too. That's going to be kind of cool. We're going to do one and hit some golf balls, right? And we're going to throw some lapels on the lavalier, whatever they're called. It's like some wireless mics, and you know, hit some balls, and you know, enjoy a conversation over that. So like, we're going to try to make this different. You know, it's going to take time. You're going to have to bear with us. Some of the video is going to be worse than other video. Some of it's going to be better. Some of the content's going to be rocky. You know what I mean? And that's all because we're learning, and just hopefully you guys are giving us grace through the whole process.
Yeah.
So that's it. Any last words?
Nope. No last words. Ready to rock and roll.
Ready to rock and roll, guys. Well, thanks again. You can check us out on Spotify. Everything we submit through Buzzsprout, so Spotify, Amazon Podcast, Apple Podcasts. You're watching us on YouTube, so all the links will be in there. If there's something you use and you want, again, we're open to just getting that information. So share it. You got something to add on that?
Like and follow our social medias. We got Facebook, Twitter. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram, and we're on.
TikTok?
We doing TikTok? Yeah,
TikTok. All right, we're doing TikTok.
We're doing some TikTok. So yeah.
Yeah, and the cool thing about that is, and we had no idea. Part of this program, it like chops up episodes, and you can take that and post little snippets, and that was kind of cool to see that. Like, that's honestly,
check those out. They're out there already. And
it grades it. So I'm curious as to the 99 score, what that really means.
Funny,
is that really a 99?
I was watching that. I don't know. Yeah. Who's judging it? I don't know. Someone's out there with
ChatGPT,
and they're like putting, out the 10.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, 10's across the board. Nope. You got a 9 there.
You got a 9. 99.
No. 99. No, I feel very judged by the AI computer when I'm seeing that. I'm like, really? I thought that would be a great topic. Like, come on now. So I'm curious, as we go through this stuff. But all good stuff. Super excited. So, Ryan, thanks for joining me. I'm excited for the future. We're excited for what we have. And see you guys next time. Check it out.
Check it out.
What's up, Dad? Hey, Dad. What's up?